Hey guys, so had a pretty good week in the stock market, as you can see, up $50. Today I'll just be going over how the portfolio did just in the past week, as well as talk about two stocks that were on the news a lot. One of them did very well, and that's a stock that I've never went over in my portfolio. And then I have a stock that did very bad, and then we will talk about how I will move on with that stock going forward. So as always, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Channel's really been growing a lot, and I really appreciate all the feedback and subscriber count going up, as well as all the comments and insights that you guys have been giving me recently. So in the last day, I'm up about $1. Last week, $50, not too bad. Past month, $244, and in the last 3 months has been pretty spectacular, up 10%. So let's quickly go through the stocks, and then I will highlight the ones I want to talk about. So AbbVie looks like pretty stagnant there. Starbucks, they had a pretty good earnings report, so I expect that stock to continue to climb. JP Morgan Chase doing very well there. FedEx, I don't know what's going on here. It had been doing quite well. It was back up to almost 200. Now it seems to be in the decline yet again. Otter Tails, good utilities company. Boeing, 382, trying to rebound from all of its past mistakes this year. Pepsi has been rocketing up. 3M, now this is the first stock we will be talking about today. So as you can tell in this graph here, it's down $25 in the last week, 11%. Now 3M suffered its worst single day drop in 30 years. So 3M is a very old company, and right here you are witnessing the worst 30-year drop for a single day. And the declines came because of they were recording lower sales in manufacturing, electronics, and in the energy sector. And for those of you who don't know, 3M is a very large company. It doesn't just specialize in just one particular field. It's a conglomerate. So it has many different products and services, has over 55,000 products actually. It has uses in the auto industry, home building, office supplies, medical products, fire protection. It even does dental instruments, and those are just some of the products that they do. It's many more fields. I could keep going on and on about that. So 3M cut its guidance by 11%, had very weak numbers in China, Hong Kong, and they also said that they will be cutting 2,000 jobs, which will save the company about $250 million annually. Now, that might all sound very pessimistic, but what does 3M have going for it? Well, that's because 3M is a dividend king. Dividend kings are those who have raised their dividend for each of the last 50 years. So 3M has raised its dividend for 60 straight years, which is absolutely insane. There's not many companies in this world that can say that they have done that, yet 3M can. And it only pays 56% of its earnings to its shareholders. In the past 10 years, it has raised its dividend about an average of just under 11%. So I do think, the main reason the stock fell is because it lowered its guidance. It posted some weak sales, but, the economy is still doing pretty hot, but it's also just been on this bull market tear here in the past 10 years. So, of course, there's going to be sales that do eventually decline. It's not sustainable to just rapidly be growing your sales quarter after quarter. So something cyclical like this in 3M's industry shouldn't come as much of a surprise. I do think I might try to snag another stock or another share here while it's down, because I do anticipate on it going back up. Like I said, since it produces over 55,000 products, those tape and whatever, people will still need these products. They're not going to stop using these all of a sudden. So that's why I think it's a little bit of an oversell. 3M's been around for over 100 years, 1902. Definitely think it will rebound. So that is the first stock that I will talk about today. And then United Health has been rebounding pretty well since the socialism scare of our healthcare. and that will be quite volatile for a while. Southern, another utilities company, doing well. Verizon, Microsoft, which I think just reached another 52-week high. MPW bought some more shares of this recently. Iron Mountain, this has really declined in the last week, 9%, and I was just thinking about selling it too, but we'll just hold on to it till it rebounds. ExxonMobil, MasterCard, CSX, UNP, all on tears. That's the railroad industry with CSX and UNP. Store, another REIT, as well as Reality Income. Reality Income was down in the last month, but seems to be doing well again. Visa, and then the second stock that you guys have never seen me owning before is Facebook. This is actually one of the very few stocks I own that does not pay a dividend, and I'm sure you've heard this all over the news. It had a very nice earnings report, up 7% in the past week. It reported growth in both its revenue as well as users, and that's pretty crazy to think about because Facebook obviously also owns Instagram, and it's not even including these numbers when it says that its daily user total increased by 8% to 1.56 billion, which is basically 1 in every 7 people on this planet check Facebook daily, which is insane. Facebook, of course, took a crash in 2018. That's when I bought them, around this August time. And that was because of the whole Cambridge Analytica scandal. And there was just a lot of concern over the privacy that Facebook was giving out to third parties, and then just the government intervention that it could be regulated by the government. And of course, this has shown that a lot of that was kind of short-term friction. It's been down a lot, and then it has risen right back up. And people are now starting to feel very optimistic about Facebook again. So for me personally, I'm not sure how much can a company really grow them when it already has over 1 billion users. I feel like most of the people that want to use Facebook at this point are using it, and there's some people that are just not interested in it. But I'm just going to hold on to it for the long term. Probably won't add any shares to this, but 3M I can definitely imagine myself. So that will do it for the stocks this week. I do have some videos that I plan on busting out in the next week, so be sure to let me know what you want to see. If you guys agree with my Facebook and 3M stances, and be sure to subscribe. Thanks, guys.